long time no see. So I thought I would attempt to do a video about my family adventure of the day. So yeah, let's go, because I completely forgot that I was supposed to do an intro. This is how you know I don't know what I'm doing. But when I asked for questions on Instagram, it was so I could post a video answer questions for part of this video. But so to answer one main question, yeah, I'm doing another video. What made me get involved with acting? We performed The Diary of Anne Frank, and I'm sorry, Miss McBride, I know I said her name not how you taught us. I played Anne, and then the musical we did that year was Once Upon a Mattress. It was like a comedy, and I was the queen who was like evil, and honestly playing those two roles that are completely different made me like, you know what, I freaking love this. But by junior year was when I was like, okay, acting is what I want to do. And then senior year, while I was doing more theater, I was like, okay, I love theater, I love acting. And I was watching a lot of films then, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should try the film aspect. So I started looking at colleges that had film acting, which is where I found the New York Film Academy. That's how I got here. One question was, how old am I? And the other one was, what is my sign? I am 22, and I am a Virgo. I know I said this in my other YouTube video, but August 24th is my birthday. Yes. What got me into ghosts? It started when we moved to Arizona. Before, there was stuff happening, but I didn't really look into it. I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm scared. We moved here, there's a lot of stuff happening, and I noticed that it was mainly happening to me. I started to like tune more into it when we were here. Like if I was alone, I would like just sit there and just like try to find a way to communicate. Scariest ghost experience, more like memorable ones, have been in this house, in this room. Big story. The way my house is set up, we have a TV room. It's just a glass door, so I can see out of it, you can see in it. And there was a time I was home alone, and I was watching TV, and then randomly I started hearing like voices outside in the main part of the house. So I'd pause the TV and I kept hearing the voices, and I was like, oh, maybe my family's home. So I went out and no one was home, and I was like, and the voices stopped. Went back in, pushed play, started watching, going about my business, and then the voices started again. So I went back out, nothing. Voices stopped, everything. Went back in, didn't even push play. I just waited a little bit, and then I heard the voices again. And like it was a man voice, like it was a male voice. And at that time, I had this little thing, I don't know if you know, but like in Disney World, I know it's other places, but this is where I got it. In Disney World, they have this thing where if you get the paintbrush wet, just with water, and you draw on it, like something will appear, and then it will disappear once like the water dries. After the third time, I went out and I walked around, and on the table I had the water paint thing, and I had like a cup of water next to it because I was planning on using it, but I never did. And when I went out, there was a fresh heart drawn on it. In that same TV room, I was with my brother. And at that time, we had a dog that would scratch the door to get in. But since it was glass, we could see her. And there was this time we heard like this violent scratch. And we're like, dang, she really wants to get in. And we looked out and she wasn't there. She was asleep down the hall. I have seen who I think it is. This last Christmas, I was here. And everyone was outside. And I came inside to grab something before we went out. And as I was walking the hallway to my room, I turned and there was like a male standing there. I couldn't really distinguish anything. One question was childhood trauma. I honestly don't remember. I guess a story. When I was it was the summer of 4th grade going into 5th grade, and I did like summer camps. because my parents would work. So we would go, because you know, be outdoors, be athletic. We would go to the creek a lot, and I was bending down to pick up a rock. This guy was like behind me. I really don't know what he was doing or what he was planning to do, but he threw a rock and it hit me in the head. And at first I was like, oh, it doesn't hurt, so maybe it was just like a little bump. I hear a girl behind me go, oh my god, she's bleeding. And I was like, huh? So I touched like the back of my head and I pulled my hand out and it was just like dripping blood. And I was like, And that's when I started crying. It wasn't because it hurt. It did not hurt, which is very surprising. I was just crying because I thought I was just gonna bleed to death because there was so much blood. Alright, I'm back in my room because it's hot. Okay, so I'm gonna try to finish these off. The person that said they made cupcakes and if I want one. Yes. Great, next question. What is my middle name? Catherine. But it's probably not spelled like how you think it's spelled. It's Kathryn. Jennifer Catherine Buckley. I use much makeup. This is what I use. I just use mascara. I used to use a lot of makeup, but that was when my acne was super bad. And it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm pretty, I don't need makeup. I just don't know how to do makeup. Like, I cannot do makeup to save my life. I can barely do mascara. Half of the time, mascara ends up everywhere but my eyelashes. I tried really hard one time, and I just looked like I got punched in the face. So it didn't really work out. Okay, to the ones that have asked if I'm gonna go anywhere anytime soon, like anywhere spooky related, don't have money, so I can't. If I did, yes. But I really want to. You have no idea. I have messaged so many people asking about it. I'm just like, hey guys, who would want to do this? Who would want to do that? And they're like, do you have money? And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, then we're not doing it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Once I get money, I will update you on that. How do I not let the hate get to me? Growing up, I was bullied a lot. But thanks to them, I like grew a freaking thick shell. So like anything hate related doesn't really get to me anymore. Anything directed to me, I laugh it off. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like it doesn't really affect me in any way. But if it's like about someone I care about, then I get upset with it. If you are getting bullied, try your best to ignore it. Like I know it's really hard because they'll keep coming. Eventually, I guess building myself and building like my self-love helps me ignore it because I know who I am, I know what I'm worthy of, and whatever they are saying, it's just because they are insecure about themselves. They have like their own thing going on, and for them, they feel like it would help them bring others down lower than where they're at, so they can always feel like they're on top. Some people might think you're like an easy target. Just keep doing you, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna be like a better, stronger person. If you have any challenges or any video ideas that I can do with my budget, my very low budget, comment them down below because like my brain is like, well, that concludes this video. But thank you to all those that watched all the way through. But yeah, I promise I'll try to post more. I'll try to be more active. But thank you for everyone that watched, and I hope you have a magical